Right, how you guys doing? This is Neil from Digital Canvas, digitalcanvas.net16.net. The link is in the description. At the top here is new software that I'm introducing to you for free. Very cool. It's awesome to use. It's called Pose Master. It's similar to Pose Maniacs, but better in many ways, and I'll go through what those are. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to download it, how to use it, and then I'm going to talk a bit about why it's better. So after you download the zip file, you unzip it, and you're going to get this folder here, Pose Master V11. So it stands for version 1.1. There's 3 folders inside of there. These are the 2 folders I have for poses right now. The whole zip is under 3 megabytes, and the only reason why it's that big, which is still really tiny, is because there's 107 female poses and 82 male poses. In this folder, the Pose Master folder, that's where the software is. It's the Pose Master one, not the vHost one. And all you do is double click it. There's no installation. It just opens right up. Now when you go to add folder, it might trigger your firewall as it did mine. And just accept it. It's safe. So there's 30 seconds on the left here. 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and 90 seconds. All you do is you choose the time and click play. But first you have to add images. So very simple. Go to add folder. You can also add individual images, but we're going to add a folder here. Remember where you unzipped your Pose Master folder. I unzipped mine into my pictures. So there it is, Pose Master. And then I can choose Pose Female, and it will add all the images of the Pose Female, the 107 images there. And you can see they're all in there, and you click play, and it'll choose a random pose for the 90 seconds. That's what I chose. If for some reason, I don't want to lose this pose, I'm like, oh, I want to keep doing it. Well, it's right there. You know what it is. It's 96. So if you ever wanted to go back to it again, just go to 96. So also you can just click stop, and it'll stay on there with no time. So you can spend as much time as you want to, learn that pose, whatever, or really, spend your time on it. Also, if you click play, it automatically goes to another one. That's fine. You remember it was 96, so you just go right back to 96, and you can just draw it. You don't have to worry about the time at all. So that's very cool and useful. So there's a couple different models in there. So there's this model in here, and there's only a few of her in there, like maybe 6 or 7 of her in there. But I figured it was useful because you see this kind of body style a lot in cartoons and fashion model. So you'll see these fashion model ads and stuff. They often have a body like this, like very tall, slender, long legs, so small breast usually, but you can always add big breast to it. But practicing a couple poses with this model is cool because it'll help you learn that body type. And also you notice that leg, see the long legs really exaggerate that curve. It really looks cool actually. Then there's this model. There's only a few of her in there. She's kind of like this elf chick. So she's a kind of realistic looking cartoon. She's definitely got a cartoon face, but kind of a realistic body. So she's pretty cool. I only have a few of her. The ones in there are of Jessie from Poser 6. Right, so anyway, then you can add another folder on top of that. So you can have all those images in there if you wanted. But if you just wanted to have male, you can clear all and then add male. Then you would just have male. But I'm not going to clear all. I'm going to leave them in there for now because I want male and female mixed. So now I can go back to the Pose Master, and I'm going to click on male. Now all the males are added. The male files start with M. There's 2 different models for the male. Here he's laying down like dead. This is kind of a top view, like looking down. There's not very many looking down or looking up pictures because those aren't all that useful. And that's what I find the weak point of. Like, see, there's a top down, but there's very few of those. And the reason why is because you don't do them very often in comics or anything. In the industry, you just very rarely do top down or up or viewing up at a photo very often. But you do them once in a while, and so you want to learn them. But these are the poses you want to learn most of, is straight on. So there's 2 different models. There's James from Poser 6, and then there's the Apollo guy, Apollo Maximus, free model. He's buff. You can really change him. He's like really versatile. And so I kind of gave him this really cool body type that I like, kind of a comic book. And then I have a few of him. I have only 5 of this body type. Super duper buff dude. I'm Arnold. Don't mess with me. I'll kill you with the pepperoni. So he's cool. Got a few of him in there. Got some close-ups, some crazy, couple crazy close-ups. And I wanted to show, let's see here. Anyway, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to this way, because I wanted to show you his body type. Right, so there's his body type. You know, he's got like this kind of big chest, thin waist and everything. He's pretty cool, so really good for comic books. He's got like that perfect, you know, kind of Wolverine body type, whatever. So he's cool. So that's why I added, there's quite a bit of him in there. You can see a good mix between him and, you know, this guy, which also has a nice body, but it, you know, it's not as toned. Right, so anyway, a lot of different poses in here, as you can see, and they're all useful. Every one of these poses that I chose because they're useful poses that you would use in a comic book or concept art, you know, that you would actually use in the art industry. And also they're poses that help you learn certain foreshortenings that you'll do often, and certain angles of the body parts that you're going to do often as well. You know, like, so, you know, this kind of foreshortening is popular. And I have a few close-ups too that you'll be doing. And then I have a few odd poses that you'll like never use, most likely, ever, but nonetheless teach you and gives your brain certain information to work on when doing other kinds of poses that, you know, that you might not even realize, but it's there, it's in your brain because you practice the poses enough times. So if you do these poses a lot and you practice, you know, using this software a lot, you're going to, it's fun, it's a fun way to practice. If you know, participate in the challenges, that'd be really cool, like post YouTube videos, that'd be awesome. But you learn a lot by doing it. Every time you draw these poses, you're learning. Even if you only do it for a couple minutes a day, you know, that's fine. Just start it up and fire it up, and you either use paper and, you know, pencil, or use Photoshop or something, and just practice for a few minutes a day. And I'm telling you, it'll just make you so much better at drawing figures. It'll get easier and easier, and you'll get better and better at it. And also you want to, you know, study live models and stuff too. So like I said, all these poses are useful poses. They'll either teach you something about the human figure, or they're actually poses that are useful and used often. Notice that this one's directly that one I said I really liked, and I wish it came up again, but it never did. Well, now I can draw as many times as I want because I don't have to wait for it to pop up. I can just click on it if I wanted to. All these poses are useful for the female too, and some of them are directly from things you might recognize, like here, actually not that angle, this angle. This is Chun-Li, like directly from a Chun-Li photo, from a drawing of her, that pose. Here's another one directly from a comic cover. Here's another one. This is from Jane from Spider-Man, where she's like sitting on something. I forgot what it is. Here's one I see often. I just kind of went from memory. Right, so all these are, like I said, they're useful poses, and they're cool. They're fun to do. Let's see here. I wanted to, I like this one. Where did it go? It's kind of cute. It has a lot of foreshortening too. Alright, just show a few more. Here's like Supergirl. And there's another one too where she's flying, which is almost directly from a sketch on YouTube from one of these major comic book artists that was doing a sketch of Supergirl as a commission. Forgot the guy's name right now off the top of my head, but he's famous. This is a cool one. I got some back shots, you know, because they're got to learn the back as well as the front. And as you draw all this, these different poses, like I said, it'll give you all this information in your head to work on and to work from. Some of them are partial poses, but I also have a full pose, which is there. Some weird angles, which are useful. Okay, so that's the software, and I'm going to make a video showing me using it, so stay tuned.